following is a production of Dirty Mo Media. It's Dirty Air, and this week's Dirty Air is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Legendary brand.
Definitely a legendary brand.
Hell yeah.
Staple in the sport.
Yeah. My wife says, how many freaking people do they sponsor? Bass Pro Shops.
They are.
Yeah.
Around.
They're on our late model. They're on Wyatt's little truck he's jumping around up in Wisconsin with.
Mm-hmm.
And
multiple race cars.
Yeah, all kinds of. Yeah, they're on the winning Cup car this weekend.
I mean, Bass Pro just looks good on a race car.
Yeah, it's a recognizable logo. One that probably will not get any kind of an upgrade anytime soon.
And it shouldn't.
Boy, that would be a mess.
You do note it, it does stand out. Like you notice, they do a great job.
I mean, it's a
of being
fashion
around.
statement in some parts of the country.
It is, yeah.
Some people wearing these damn hats ain't even stepped foot in the Bass Pro Shop. You see them people?
Just wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple that I don't know the last time I went into a Bass Pro.
I was actually, Travis is one of them.
Oh, yeah. You got a couple of Bass Pro hats, and you've never been into a Bass Pro.
It's been a while. I haven't gone fishing. And
at least this man's man enough to admit it.
He
got to give you a lot of credit there.
I have shopped online, though, on their website.
Park, my other credit card, and I now have the club card for Bass Pro Shop, and I'm using it, right? And they're like, man, I've been using it for everything. And they're like, you're accumulating points that you can use at Bass Pro Shop. And I was like, great. And so I thought, you'd have to accumulate a lot of points to really be able to buy anything worthwhile, right? No, sir. I was going to get me some night vision to kill this coyote that we've had a little trouble with here lately. And this coyote did some personal damage around my property, and I'm very angry.
We can't tell.
And so I'm going to get this little bastard. So I go on to the Bass Pro Shops to see how much this stuff costs. Night vision is not cheap. Good night vision is very expensive. Dude, I had enough points to basically almost cover the entire purchase. I couldn't believe it.
Dang.
So I'm like, and now I've got even more. I've got some more money in there. And now I'm like, for hunting this year, I ain't gonna have to spend any money. I'm gonna go to the Bass Pro Shop myself. I'm gonna get hunting gear for my deer hunting season this year and not have to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just is cool. That is the card that I use for everything.
That's great.
And dude,
I do the same thing.
The club card for Bass Pro Shops. If you love Bass Pro Shops, if you're an outdoorsman, hunter, fisherman, you camping, whatever it might be, I'm telling you, man, if you had the card and you're just going about your daily life, right, paying for all your utilities and all the things that you need for cost of living, you're going to catch some breaks when you need to go buy something from the Bass Pro. I love it. Plan your next adventure at a Bass Pro Shops near you or online at basspro.com. I got the app. You can get in the app and see your points.
Oh,
it is nice to know it. It does make you happy when you bring up stuff like that. Like, I can spend that without spending money.
I'm going to lean on you a little bit, all right?
Uh-oh.
Because I didn't watch much of the race. I just saw the end.
I watched every lap.
Did you? All right. Well, one particular car for every lap.
Yeah, scanned around a lot, too.
Did you?
So, you always do.
I saw all of the Xfinity race and all of my Cars Tour race from the passenger window because I was sideways. But
why you letting it push around like that?
I was loose.
I would imagine your
I was
quarter
trying to keep
panel,
them behind me.
They had your quarter panel all pushed up in pretty far.
One of them little smart asses walked up to me and asked me if I didn't hear my spotter. I said, I'm just trying to keep you behind.
Dang.
Me. Yeah. Man, it's kids. You believe it? Anyways. Did you get mad? No. It's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Good short track racing, man. Let's get to it. We got a lot to talk about. Let's jump right into the Xfinity race.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I heard you had a take. I heard you had a take on Connor Zilic and his move at the end of the race.
Yeah, it's not just Connor.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Connor.
Connor did a great job.
All right.
I mean,
was Connor's move legal?
Yeah, it was according to the precedents or the rules that they set. Yes.
Yeah. Connor's move was legal.
Yeah, it was. You think
though that we're fine. I thought you were going to say that it was not legal.
No, it was legal according to what they.
According to the
well, I mean, he didn't run the full chicane still. You know what I mean?
That's the rule right there. Either one of those yellow lines there, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
he ran one of them.
the problem with this is the penalty for cutting the course
You seen that?
is not worse than the racetrack itself.
That ain't his problem.
No, that's what I'm saying. He did what he. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, that's smart doing.
Yeah.
I mean, great job doing that. But the shortcut for missing a corner should not be faster.
I know.
Why do we stop everywhere we go? If you cut it at all, you have to stop. But we go to here and they say go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't argue that maybe how they did it at Portland wasn't as much of a deterrent. And so, I would just say I'm glad we're not going back.
Oh, for sure.
And it's nothing to do with location or really anything else but the fact that turn 1-2 combination is just not good.
And I thought, they move restart zones around there. I thought maybe, the restart zone must be too far up still because they are all over each other.
Yeah, well.
Into the first corner still.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like that type of a turn being the first, that turn, that little kink, chicane, whatever you want to call it, that being the very first turn you're going to enter after a restart for any racetrack is a bad idea. It's just not a good design.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And
do you think even across like Formula One series is a bad design too, or do you think because that's what they mainly run? Is
I know, yeah, works.
It's definitely
them.
a bad.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely bad for
Cup
Formula
trucks.
One. Formula One's different though because they know that if they barely touch their cars ruined, so they have basically avoid trying to touch.
Yeah. I mean, we're 4 wide on that final restart.
Yeah, that's
we're 4 wide, and the majority of the cars miss the inner, cut the inner curb. So the majority of the top 5 cut turn 2. And
yep, the 6th car in line here is the first car to make it. Carson Quapple is the first car to make it. He's actually 7th into that corner.
Carson is the
6th.
First car that drove it correctly. Mm-hmm. And he was 6th or 7th going into the turn.
Yep, 6th place there.
That's not that right there isn't any fun. I don't know that. That's just something we really don't need to be doing, I guess.
Do you think moving the restart zone back further would help?
The corner is the problem.
Just the corner?
Just get rid of the corner.
Yeah.
Can we go straight? Could we just run straight down into the next?
Oh, yeah, no.
Why?
Because that next runoff. Well, I mean.
Why couldn't you?
Because it's pretty narrow there, too. It's a right-hander. It's another right-hander. It's not quite as sharp. It's not sharp. It's not as sharp, but it's a second gear corner. Yeah. Well, it could be second on the edge of third.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think that there's a lot of pavement right there where you could probably design something just a little bit different. I think that hard right-hander to get over to turn 2 is just way too much going. That's just way too much. So for the NASCAR series, if we ever do go back to Portland, they need to redesign this part. They just do.
How is that any different than Watkins Glen?
Watkins Glen has a 90-degree turn in turn 1, and then you drive straight into another 90-degree turn.
But
in turn 2.
The first corner is pretty much a 90, and they're still diving in there. They're still gonna. If this is a 90-degree corner, them guys up the inside are still gonna hit. They're still gonna hit whether it's a 90 or a cutback.
I don't got a problem with them hitting.
So you're just saying you don't.
I don't like the fact that none of them make turn 2, TJ. So the kink, this chicane is that you shouldn't have this aggressive.
Okay.
You don't need this aggressive of a chicane at the end of the front straightaway, especially when you're going to have a green-white checkered. The same damn thing, the same problem we had at Indianapolis road course.
Oh, it's just the exact same thing as Indy.
Yeah, it's just no fun. Like, is this ain't what we're trying to do here?
But doesn't some of that fall in the driver's hands too, though?
No.
You don't think any of
Not
the
at
drivers?
all.
NASCAR's got to help.
NASCAR's got to give them a little better situation here. I would say if I'm the promoter, track owner, or the series manager, I would say I didn't put them in a good position to succeed.
You're definitely kicking the door wide open and saying, here you go, guys.
Yeah. I run a series, so I feel like I would say if I'm owning a series, say, and they're getting ready to have this restart, this would be what I'd be afraid might happen. Not be this, I don't know how people feel, but I would not want this to be the result, right? If
I agree with that.
TJ, me and you are standing there in the booth, we own the series, we're getting ready to see the final restart. Is this what you hope happens?
It's not what I want to see happen, no.
Right. So I don't want to see this happen. So what can I do?
I do want to see first and second go in there side by side.
What can I do? Me and you are the series owners.
All right. What
can we do to try to prevent this before they even get on the track?
I mean, don't create it, first of all.
Create what?
That corner.
Right. Change the corner.
Don't.
Just get rid of the corner.
Yeah, don't give them the opportunity.
Just get rid of it. This is F1. This is IndyCar. That's fine in IndyCar and F1 for them to run that type of a corner. We don't need corners like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not.
That's it. That's the answer. Get rid of the corner. We don't have this no more. We don't have to worry about it. Everybody cool with that? Nobody likes this corner. Nobody's sitting there going, oh, man, don't get rid of that corner.
Nobody can be happy about this.
Now, nobody's where's another corner like this on the schedule? Like turn one at Charlotte, 9-degree left, Roval, right? Which is fine. It's not a switchback. I'm just saying the switchback is what we need to avoid. So we've had problems with it at the Indy Road course. I would say that just don't need to do this kind of stuff. Run this type of racetrack.
Indy, Coda, anytime.
Coda's a little bit, Coda's a little bit of a problem.
It's worse because it's not a 90; it's a U-turn.
Yeah, I don't love that track anyways. But I mean, it was a good race there this year.
Yeah, it was better.
Yeah,
it was better this last year.
Good
they cut off.
I'm not like if you're like, hey man, you're going to go to 10 races, right? Coda wouldn't make my list. I'd go to some different tracks. But that's just me. I'm personal opinion.
I actually liked Coda this year with the short track.
I did too.
I liked that a lot. Yeah. And I remember
I think road courses in our series should be short in distance.
We had a lot of good things. I think even you said after the show after that, we were all about the shorter course there because they were just packed up more and racing more. So it was much, much better. And
the chance that the front of the field might catch the back of the field during a stage, right? The stages are so short.
Well, that's always good.
Yes.
That's always good.
Yeah. All right, so you feel good about Zillage. You don't love. I mean, you don't.
I don't love it.
You don't love. He had to go through. He didn't do anything wrong.
The right guy, the best driver won though, so it's not as bad. Like if someone else would have done that and won, I think we would have had a bad feeling about it.
I would feel better about it if he just didn't intentionally cut the course on purpose. But I mean, he's got to protect himself here, and if you don't, you're probably getting wrecked.
So, but Dale, you got to be saying, I'm glad he cut the course on purpose. Like. It's gamesmanship.
Sure.
You win
he's
the race.
Getting wrecked. If he tries to make that corner, he's getting hit by the 8 who gets hit by the 48.
Yeah.
Like he's getting wrecked right here.
Yeah. I think if I'm anybody in the I think if I'm anybody in the series that thinks they got a chance to win, I'm telling my driver on Wednesday. I want you to take a look at that. I want you to figure out how to get through there because if you're leading this race coming down into the braking zone, if you're in the top 3, I just want you to go through there. Don't even try to make the corner.
Yeah.
Well, guys from the back were doing it regardless, just
all
for
the time.
Yeah, I guess one car made up 28 spots on restarts all day, and ran the shortcut every time.
Do you know who it was?
Honeyman.
Honeyman.
So
Denny said Ty Gibbs said when they were traveling to Darlington when he raced there that he did the same thing and went from like 28th to 5th.
Sure.
So like I don't know why are we shocked that this has happened before and like I don't.
Shouldn't that even be a bigger concern? Is that
why we didn't fix it?
There's we're gonna look at the Connors move and focus on that, but you see all them cars behind that are just going to go
just
ahead and
going
go
straight.
through there. They're not even trying to make the corner.
No.
They're just trying to gain all the spots because the guys that are stacked up spun around and running into each other in turn 2.
Well, it just times out faster. Like
But
that,
if
right
this
there.
corner, I'm sarcastically, if this corner just didn't exist, we wouldn't even have to worry about this. So let's just get rid of the corner. I know the racetrack's going away entirely,
But if they want to come back,
they want to come back. Let's do something different here.
fix the corner and then you come back.
Just go straight.
Yeah. I think you could go straight. It's a long straightaway down into that corner. You'd have to have some sand and all kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, there's a grass runoff there on the
you
left.
need to put a little sand.
No,
track.
there'd need to be more over there.
Huh?
There'd need to be more over there for sure.
More sand.
There's
Don't
something.
pave it.
No, don't.
Pave it. All right. What do you feel should be done about the cars that didn't make turn 2? That didn't run the A-frame, but also didn't get around the curb in 2?
I don't think they should get their finishing positions. If you cut the curb, like I literally go back and look at like the Roval, and guys were getting penalties for being a foot inside the curb. These guys
I wonder why. I mean, I probably honestly could have called somebody to ask this question, but why wouldn't you say, all right, 10-second penalty, something, right? I mean, they probably can't just throw a 10-second penalty on you out of nowhere, but there's probably some protocol or something already in place everybody knew beforehand. If you don't run the A-frame,
your lap don't count.
it's like a lot of seconds. It's like 30 seconds or something, the penalty, or your lap don't count. Why didn't they do that?
If you blow the bus stop
it's the
at
most
Watkins
important
Glen,
lap of the race.
if you blow the bus stop at Watkins Glen, if you don't stop, your lap gets thrown out.
Yeah. But I would argue too, TJ, there's plenty of guys that run on the inside of the curbs there in the final few laps. We've had some incredible races where, Brad Keselowski.
Through the grass?
Yeah, going through the grass. I know it's not the fast way. They didn't gain an advantage, but they certainly didn't run. Mm-hmm. They did put 4 tires off the racetrack and cut the corner, and NASCAR hasn't stepped in to do anything before. I guess they view this differently. Like, hey, they were trying. Yeah, a lot of contact. It's hard to say what they might have been able to do if there weren't contact.
But you shouldn't be able to judge off intent. It's did you or did you not do it?
Well, I think that there is that. I think that NASCAR's made it clear that they do judge off of intent, and they try to. It seems like in a lot of cases they go with, if you can't tell, like a guy spinning out on purpose. I can watch a race, and if a guy spins out on purpose, I can probably tell 9 out of 10 times, right, TJ? Wouldn't you be able to do that too?
I think we know, yes.
We know. But NASCAR's not going to call it unless there's an you admit it, or NASCAR won't call it all the time, right? And this guy spun out on purpose, and they don't call it unless you come out and admit it. And so they govern uniquely to what, it's easy for us to armchair quarterback this the day later or a couple days later, but man, in that moment, I would have been like, oh, you son of a guns. I'll love you cutting the corners.
I mean, a lot of them there, I think they saw one guy cut, so they all started cutting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they're not wrecking through there. All of them are not wrecking. They're just turning left to cut it and going with it.
Yeah.
So
it's just frustrating. I just hate the corner, and get rid of the corner, we don't have the problem. But also, I wish they would have penalized several of these guys for missing the corner. But then, you go back and look at other races in history that we even celebrate. Some really, really fantastic finishes at road courses, and there's some times when guys have cut some corners in those fantastic finishes that we love.
Yeah. But I mean, even you go back to the Watkins Glen thing with Brad, there was oil on the track as well.
I don't care.
I'm just saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
who do you spot for again, TJ?
Yeah.
Those guys were sliding into lines.
I don't even know if it was Brad that cut the corner. I'm just saying that this has happened before, and they didn't do anything then, and we as a fan never went, whoa, why didn't he get black flag? Both of them off the track, Kyle Busch is the winner, or whatever, right? So I just, this I don't know. I think these like road course bowling down into turn one finishes, I don't like them. I do not like them.
It's not.
They're not fun.
It's not where you grew up
No.
on. It's not NASCAR.
No, it's because you like up the inside there. You got the guy from 4 rows back, and he's not braking to everyone else.
You know, I don't put it on the drivers at all. They've got to go for it.
If they don't, they're gonna get hit. And
it's purely a design for a corner.
I mean, you have to put a little bit on the driver because they're driving in deeper. No. When they got them locked up into the corner, that's not on the driver. Because you know your braking zone. You've had a lot of restarts here today.
Put it on the driver. I'm going to say the track needs to get rid of that freaking corner. Otherwise, pretty fun race to watch. Pretty entertaining race. My guy, I had a tough deal as an owner. Justin got spun out off the nose of Carson Quapple. Carson ran turn 1 like you're supposed to, and him and Justin ran into each other, and that sucked. They got spun around.
I almost feel like Justin was expecting Carson to cut it.
I guess. Sammy ran a great race all day. Sammy.
He did.
Remember when Sammy did what he did at Martinsville? And we all got in his... I
forgot about that.
We gave such a hard time about it. He has done a really good job this year.
He's just gone about his business.
He just went back to work. We told him, too. We're like, man, everybody thinks you're punk. You're giving them a good reason to think that. Don't give them the reason, right? You go out there and figure it out. Go out there and work, rebuild, gain back your reputation. He's worked hard to just be solid, and he has. I've seen him just get better as a driver. So
if you could erase Martinsville, it would do wonders for him.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say
Sammy
Smith,
good experience, I think.
When you say Sammy Smith, the first thing you're going to think about is that.
I said it, and you didn't even remember it. You said
I was kidding.
No,
because it was so memorable that you cannot forget that.
Well, 24 starts, 8 wins for Connor Zilic, having an incredible year, and there's still more season left. Justin Allgaier sitting there in second, 20 points back. Sam Mayer, Jesse Love, Austin Hill, Carson Quapple, Brandon Jones.
You got half of the top 8.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We've had a pretty solid year here at Junior Motorsports. We just got to get Carson Quapple in the victory circle. It's been a tough year for some of our teams at different points. We'll kind of see where we are. This is the kind of where you get a chance if you've been kind of clunking along and struggling a little bit, maybe not really running like you want. The little quick little brief like break between the clean break, I guess, between regular season to playoffs is the opportunity to kind of hit the reset button. And we're going to more traditional style racetracks outside of the Roval, I guess. But the Roval's been pretty good for us too. Mm-hmm. St. Louis this weekend, right?
Yep, it is. Yeah. Yep, Gateway.
Did the Xfinity cars run Gateway last year?
Nope.
So this is their first time back in a while?
In a long time, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, I had a good run up there once. Beat Randy LaJoy, I think in 99.
Back when it was super hot there in the day. You raced in the daytime there, didn't you?
No, that one's a night race. I ran in 97, and I got in a wreck. And I joked that I got in the wreck on purpose because it was so damn hot I was ready to get out. I really didn't run into that wreck on purpose. But I relief drove for Glenn Allen Jr. that day. That was fun.
Is that the 99?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got out and threw up right there on pit road.
Ooh.
I was like, oh my God, I don't want. I'm having second thoughts now about getting in here if I'm going to have that reaction. I don't want to get sick too. The NASCAR playoffs are here, and so is your chance to bring the intensity home. Celebrate every pass, pit stop, and photo finish with a collectible car from Lionel Racing, the official diecast of NASCAR. Built for fans who live for the chase, Lionel Racing Diecast is the ultimate trophy. Each car is precision crafted, featuring authentic paint schemes and hand-applied decals. Plus, each 1/24th scale diecast is part of a limited edition run, making every piece a must-have for true collectors. Whether you're riding with Team Larson, backing Team Hamlin, or cheering for an underdog to take it all, Lionel Racing has the diecast that reps your favorite playoff driver. Follow along with us throughout the playoffs to see which drivers advance and which ones don't, and we'll feature these diecasts on the set here at the Dale Jr. Download. Now through the end of September, get free U.S. shipping when you purchase the Cup Series diecast of a NASCAR playoff driver. Just go to LionelRacing.com and use promo code PLAYOFFS. That's promo code PLAYOFFS at LionelRacing.com. Before we go on to the Cup race, Joey Logano had this comment on the playoff format. Jeff Gluck with the Athletic and here at Dirty Mo Media, him and Jordan Bianchi were at Fan Day over the course of the week where they talked to all of the playoff drivers about all the things going on in the NASCAR universe before they went to Darlington. Joe Logano says, as a fan, I want to see drivers scared, and our playoff system does that. I've always been the person to say, if you're complaining about it, then just go do better. If you scored a bunch of points during the regular season and you didn't make it to the championship four, then shame on you. You had a head start, and you still couldn't do it. But don't say it's not legit. You could have gone out there and won to get it, and you didn't. Just because it didn't work out for you, it doesn't mean change the rules. So the only thing, I think, first thing I want to say is this. You can believe that Joey Logano is a legitimate champion and still believe that the playoffs should be different. So I think that Joey is a legitimate champion. I think that Joey's trophies that he has in his possession are as cool,
as real,
mm-hmm. and as historic as any other champion in our series ever.
I agree.
Right? All through the history of NASCAR, every championship has been won under a different set of circumstances, whether it be how the playoff points are tallied, whether it be the competition level. You could argue, in the 70s, there were 8 capable cars of winning races. Maybe even less capable drivers of winning a championship.
Oh, way less.
Right? Now we have, it's tough. It's way more competitive. My point being that not just the playoffs and how you score points has changed. The sport's evolved. Every championship is unique. So are Joey's. But I don't think that the single race format is the best way to decide.
I don't either.
The champion. It doesn't mean that Joey doesn't deserve to be celebrated. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't mean that if they were to change it, it doesn't really dilute or take away from what he accomplished.
What's done is done.
Yeah. And
he says you had a head start. Well, the points reset.
That's the other thing that he's missing. I think when if we could look at it, at the end of the regular season, he was over 200 points behind the leader. That advantage was erased in his favor. He went from how many races out of the points lead to 1.
And then they get erased after each round.
I see the same way. Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
You're definitely this system definitely benefits Joey.
Joey went from 8 races behind the leader in points to 1 race. Yeah. I mean, that's nice.
When you end the season with some strong races for your company or your team, you're gonna he is arguably the best at this type of system. He knows how to grind out every single point and take those the
other thing too is the 48 gets thrown out. He wouldn't even been in the next round if the 48 wasn't eliminated. I mean, there was just so many weird things that happened. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like that change is coming. and I think that NASCAR has warmed up to the idea that they're hearing enough to convince them that they probably do need to make an adjustment. Mm-hmm. What that is, it's I would say, if I had to guess, we're looking at probably a 3 or 4 race round to decide the title. And I think I do too. I like it too. But I think that Joey can go to bed feeling comfortable and confident. Nobody's. I know people use him as an example as to why we need change. It's a good example to use.
It is.
It is. But he did win it. He does have the trophy. His name's on the stat sheet. And Forever. Just like Benny Parsons won in 1973, only finishing on the lead lap once all year long. Just like, Kenseth in 2003, I believe, right? He wins the race and just consistently was awesome all year.
So consistent
and won it early over guys like Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon. Really, really good competitive teams.
And he would qualify like
Couldn't
30th
put the
every
year
week
together.
too.
Yeah. Hey, no matter how it's won, it's won.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I think we can all agree that there's not a perfect system. There never will be a perfect playoff format. Never. But we all do think that there needs to be a little bit bigger of a sample size of final races for that final round, and I think that's probably what we're going to get.
Do you feel like people complain about this system more than the original add the points up all year?
Nobody complained about that.
Well, I mean,
the only person that complained about that was
there wasn't as much chatter.
You didn't have social media like you do now.
Yeah, we did. Yes, true too. There wasn't social media because when they lost the championship, leaving before the last race,
that was so. No one complained about that. I was around.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I went through it too.
When somebody won the championship early, it was like
damn, you're good.
Badass.
Holy you were celebrated more.
It was that team. That team where it was like, holy man, you're a badass when you ain't even got to go to the last race. Or when you were in such a good position, all you had to do was start the last race.
I know.
Damn.
I've never been in that position, but that must have been pretty cool.
Yeah. I was in it in the Xfinity Series, and it was.
Did they do the garage stall in the Xfinity Series too? Remember when we were practice, the champion always got that first stall? They did that too?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure.
I always thought that was kind of cool too. But
well, nobody complained about the original 36 race point system. The only, I think Brian France didn't like what happened when Matt locked it up. The networks probably were thinking,
yeah, there's no Game 7.
Yeah, can we do something different? But as far as like a fan base, nobody was complaining. Nope. Maybe if you had a Jeff Gluck poll, maybe 5-10% thought that there should be something different.
I sure wish we could go back and poll it.
If I had to guess. But it was not. There was not a lot of, and it's a damn shame because that probably would have saved us. If there would have been a public poll, I bet we'd still have the 36 race points because they would have been enough evidence, right, that there was, good support for it.
Do you ever see the page that actually calculates the points like how they used to? Like, I always look at that.
I do too.
I think it's kind of cool, yeah.
Chase Briscoe's within 30 or 18 or something points after his win. I think Chase Elliott's still leading the points. If we're going by the original, there it is. So here, click right there. Yeah, the big red.
Right there.
No, right there.
That one's an old one.
Oh, why ain't
Patience grasshopper.
Dude, why is that not got it updated? So Chase Elliott is 18 points.
18. Bell 30 something.
26. TJ, get your glasses.
Sorry, the light.
Get some glasses, TJ.
The light is glaring.
You need some glasses. So Kyle Larson's 67 back. William Byron is 72 back. That's a tight little battle.
There's top 6 or 7 that are still eligible point wise here.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I find that really entertaining. I don't know if that says anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Is it only entertaining because it's nostalgic?
Yes.
Because it doesn't exist.
Correct.
Like if it was the way it was, I wouldn't feel this way.
Yeah, because you're yearning for it. So it's like
But if somebody came in tomorrow and said, "We're adopting this right now, going forward, this is what we're doing," would we all kind of like it, not like it, not care? It would
you
be
would
a big
love
deal.
it.
Yeah, we'd love it.
It might be a little closer. It might be a little closer too because we race differently for stages and use flip stages more and stuff now for playoff points. So it might even be a little closer.
Fans like me would not like it.
You wouldn't like it.
No, because I didn't grow up with the sport. I didn't grow up with this.
You don't like it that Briscoe won the race and now he's within 19 points? Like, that's 4 spots on the racetrack.
I want to tweak the playoffs, but I like the idea of playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, if Chase Elliott and him were going into the final race of the year, that's 4 positions, 19 points.
I don't disagree with your feelings about it's just I didn't grow up with this, so I don't have this nostalgia. I don't miss it.
No, I get it. So either way, you're like, whatever, one or the other, doesn't matter to me.
I want the playoffs tweaked, but yeah. But if they went to this, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah. I wish that I bet that there's somebody super freaking smart somewhere at one of these colleges that could tell you that this one system or the other is better for engagement, long-term success, growth, interest, like curating followers at track, ticket sales, viewership on TV. And I wonder which format would give you the best results. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
that's way above my.
I know, but I think that.
But I mean,
I think there's a way to actually determine this. Right? I mean, with AI and all kinds of. I mean, there's got to be a way where you could say, "Hey, all right, predictively, this set of circumstances would probably create the most interest, fan engagement, long-term engagement."
Probably going to say playoff format, not 36 race.
Really?
I
think it would be the 36 race. Because in my mind, if you have a 36 race final round, you're literally starting the playoffs at Daytona. That's the way I think about it.
So how I look at it, though, is your fans are going to watch. Like, no matter if Chase is win a chance to win or not, the Chase fans are going to be there.
I don't agree with that.
So you think if Chase isn't going to race for the championship, their fans aren't going to watch?
No. I don't think that. I don't think we quantify fans off of, like, they're not compartmentalized into drivers. Like, you have people that love baseball. You have people that love racing.
Correct.
They love sports. They watch sports. They like a guy. They got a guy out there playing.
But they still watch no matter what.
But they're watching because they love the sport.
Okay, that's what I was basically saying is they're going to be watching, but how do you pull in the casual fan that is going to be flipping around looking for something? In a 36 race format, I don't think that's why the playoff and the cutoffs.
I don't think the casual fan knows when they're tuning in.
Yeah, I don't think that matters.
Might be.
I don't think your casual fan goes, I'm casual. I'm going to skip the regular season. I'm tuning in during the playoffs. They're not casual at that point anymore, are they?
Well, now that you say that, I agree with you that if a fan turns
that's
on,
maybe the problem is we're allowing them to be calculative. Like, you know what? I'll skip this week. It's only the round 1 of the playoffs. I'll wait till they get to the final round.
now that you say that, I take back because I don't think a casual is going to be flip around and go, oh, Bristol, it's a cutoff race. So now that I take back what I said because.
And don't you think that it allows you to, like, say, yeah, I might be less likely to tune in the first round of the playoffs because it's the first round and I don't know, nothing's really going to be decided tonight.
I don't think it matters. I think if you're a race fan, you're tuning in no matter.
The hardcores for sure.
Yeah, but no, I now that you say that, like, I think if a casual fan's going to turn it on, they were going to turn it on anyways. It's not like they're going to know what was at stake.
I didn't really want to get into this conversation today, but I think what I'm missing and what I believe has more value than people realize is, so we'd be racing along, right? We'd go to Charlotte in October. There's probably 10 races left, 10 races left in the season, right? Dad's right in the thick of the battle, right? Say he's 40 points behind Rusty Wallace or Mark Martin or somebody, right? And we go to Charlotte, and 13 laps into the race, he broke a cam and run last. That felt like a gut punch. That was a gut punch equal to missing the Final Four. You're sitting there in the regular season that we know today, but in a 36 race playoff, you've broke a cam, finished last at Charlotte, and lost 150 points. That's a big freaking blow.
That's a lot.
And that like, or say he's 40 points behind Mark Martin, and Mark Martin blows the damn motor, and Dad runs and wins the race.
New point leader.
That kind of thing being that impactful in the middle of the season or even at the front of the season, right? That is missing now, right? Your driver goes to Daytona in the final race of the regular season and flips out and crashes. It's just is what it is. He's in the playoffs. We're starting the playoffs next week, so
reset.
No big deal. Run 36th. It's no big deal. But the emotion. So okay, let me ask you this. So Ohio State, right, is Ohio State. They lose the 6th game of the season. In a season, they can't lose games, right? What if they up and lost that 6th game of the season? Think about the emotional roller coaster that you go on at that point of the year.
I mean, it used to be that way.
Huh?
It used to be that way, yeah. It's that one loss is like soul-crushing.
Oh, yeah. So that's what is gone. And those things had you plug in at race 18, 16, 20, because that soul-crushing moment was always around the corner. Or the opposite of soul-crushing, right? That moment of, holy man, we've just busted out and got a 100-point lead today because this guy had bad luck. That moment was always possible in the regular season. So you were there to see it because you knew you needed to watch.
I mean, that's a good comparison because as they expand the playoffs, losses don't hurt as much, right? Yeah.
Would you say? And so
once you get a win, you relax a little bit. You don't have that.
I know that too. I'm just saying, like, I'm not talking about the drivers, industry, mechanics, not their feeling. I'm talking about the fan that's wanting to tune in and watch this race. I miss wondering how that race 10, blown motor or whatever that moment, that thing that was going to really twist up the point system and create this, hill that had to be climbed to get back into it.
And fans are still going to get excitement from the races because the drivers are still, like, even if you're out of it,
you're still racing.
You're still racing for the win.
Yeah. Chase Elliott, at race 10, has a problem, gets crashed early or something, and loses his points lead. And now he's 100 points out of the points lead. Well, I'm going to tune in the next week to see if he can claw back and get some of those back. He's got to get those 100 points back over the next several weeks. We got to get back into this points battle. That kind of stuff there is gone.
You're pulling me closer to the 36 race.
Yeah, those are the things that I think that we're going to need. We're going to need some help with to determine. We need some smart people that could predict how the emotional roller coaster really affects fan engagement, long-term growth, and people tuning in. Right, trying to have eliminations and Game 7 moments are beneficial, but at a detriment to other things that are now gone that we don't enjoy anymore or don't have anymore. And so the other things that would keep us hanging around, right? Luring us in every single week, wondering what we might experience.
Yo, TJ, I see you've been walking around with a new phone. Where'd you get that new phone?
Yeah, man, I love this phone. I recently joined a consumer cellular family, and they hooked me up, man. I got a great new phone, and the service is awesome.
That's great, but like, how's it at Iowa or Richmond, some of these other tracks? Because it's great when you're at home, but like when I'm on the road, my phone is crap.
You know, I travel a lot with the RFK 6 team, and I have had nothing but success with this phone. It has bailed me out numerous times now. I was able to flip the hotspot on and use some internet on it, text calls, everything, man. I could not be happier with this phone.
All right, so but how do I go about getting this? Because I don't have time. I'm not trying to go stand in line at a store, grab a number, wait 30 minutes. Like, I just don't have time for that.
That's the easiest part, man. Just call their 100% U.S.-based customer service representatives, and in about 20 minutes, you'll be good to go. I chose the 2 for $60 plan. It's not a prepaid option. They helped me decide which one was best for me, and I know exactly what I'm paying each month. Everything is easy to understand with no long-term contract. Switch to Consumer Cellular now and get $25 off with the code DJD25. That's DJD25 for $25 off when you switch to Consumer Cellular. Go to consumercellular.com/DJD and use promo code DJD25.
Let's talk about the Cup race. I said it, y'all. Briscoe, they are here. It's their time, man. We just had him on the show last week.
Do you want your flop? Like, do you want us to give you a round of applause?
I think y'all also agreed.
I didn't.
I think I might have said Briscoe because of that car's fast there. And
you, TJ, Timms had Briscoe. Russ and I did not have Briscoe.
Yeah. I feel like that this is we're sitting here talking to Briscoe last week, and I'm like, man, you kind of got things started clicking at Charlotte, qualifying good, racing good, win at Pocono, starting to run up front, starting to be competitive. And Briscoe's a little different in the playoffs. And he said, man, I love pressure. So we talked about pressure. We talked about why he loves pressure. And he just won his second Southern 500 in a row.
Yeah.
One of the hardest races to win in the year.
2 different manufacturers.
Yeah. Dude, he is dangerous. I'd be a little concerned. If I was the competition, I'd be looking at him going, he's got to be one of the guys I need to worry about.
Yeah, now he's figured out this Toyota car. Like, I think early in the year, took him. James Small, I think, is the right crew chief for him, a fiery guy.
Yeah. I don't know if he can win it all. I'm not ready to say he's got a chance to go win the championship, but he's going to ruin, and I think I said this, he's going to ruin someone else's. He's going to ruin another sure contender.
Mm-hmm.
He already has right now.
Who?
I'm just saying, Chase is like the way he's performing right now, and this is.
But I mean, if there's a Final Four that you feel like are 4 locks,
he's gonna knock out a heavyweight.
He's gonna boot somebody out.
Like a Larson's gonna miss, or Denny, or someone that we wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, I see that too.
He's competed for a championship in every series. In trucks, he wins Homestead, got knocked out because of a motor issue at Talladega. Bless you. And Xfinity, what did he win? 8 races that year. So.
He won. He was the first driver to lead 300-plus laps in the Southern 500 since Bobby Allison in 1971.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's kind of good.
Hendrick Motorsports struggled. Chase Elliott 17th, Larson 19th, Byron 21st, Bowman 31st. I don't expect to see that to happen next week. You know why?
Why?
Rick Hendrick has an unique ability to call everybody in on the carpet and ask for things to get better, and they always get better.
What was it like after a bad weekend for Hendrick as a team?
Well, I would say that it's like imagine, any kind of organization that just expects to win, expects to be badass, expects to succeed. Imagine going into that Monday morning meeting, right, and the whole place getting together, and you're just all like, what the F, right?
Yeah.
What are we doing? On top of that, you put the big boss man in the room, and ain't nobody talking. It's quiet. And he's probably going to say the first words in the meeting, and he's probably going to say the last words in the meeting. And at some point, he's going to tell everybody to figure it out. and he's gonna say there'll be department heads in there. He'll challenge the engine shop. He'll challenge everybody to make a gain. And he'll have his information. He'll have his facts. He'll be able to back it up. And he just has a way of making everybody go grab a little bit more gear, go dig a little bit harder. When you think that there's nothing else to find, there's not another 2 or 5% to learn, they go and get it. And so, I nobody stays on top forever, and even the best teams will have really, really rough days. But I've been in that room after a race like that, and Rick will say what he has to say, and it'll influence you to want to go out there and make sure that you're not the weak link, and you're not the reason why it doesn't succeed the next race.
Does he get loud, or is he just very stern delivery?
Not loud at all. He's super calm, but it's like I don't know, man. It's
very matter of fact.
Direct. I know what you mean with him.
It's not. He doesn't get loud. He doesn't raise his voice at all. But it is a very serious. I'm disappointed, and I'm not. I'm not here to be a loser or failure. That's not what we're about. And it's pretty impactful.
It's crazy that he can do it without the way that he does it, without the yelling and without the He can get more out of people in a unique way.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all goes next week. Josh Berry is in a tough spot, wrecked on the first lap of the race. Car bottomed out really bad. Did you see that?
I saw it.
Isn't that weird?
There was a lot of bottoming out in the beginning of practice.
But that car was really
hit hard. It hit really hard.
Well, that cost him a great finish. But, dude, I mean, when I look at this, nobody's in big trouble. Barry Bowman at minus 19, you can't have another bad race, then it's over. But I think, if you're Bowman or Barry and you come out of St. Louis at minus 10 or better, how are you feeling?
I mean, I don't know if that's enough still. I mean, you're feeling okay. You still feel like you're in the game.
All you're trying to do is give yourself a shot.
Yes.
I don't see how Bowman or Barry looking at the SVG, looking at the rest of these guys, man. I mean,
but you got to think about like this. To me,
you're not talking about making gains on the field. You're talking about making gains on the top 12.
But you're talking about like Joey's gonna probably bump SVG because Joey. I mean,
yeah.
And then
Joey's taking a spot.
SVG's bumpable, but then after that, who's the driver?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like that's a pretty tough challenge.
Yeah, these guys are gonna have to have problems. But you have basically Chastain at plus 21 is pretty comfortable, right?
He had a quietly good night at Darlington.
So I mean, from 8th on forward, I think barring any massive issue, they're cruising through this round.
I go to 9th because Hendrick won at Gateway last year.
Hendrick, I think Bell's good enough at plus 11 to not have to be concerned. Chase Elliott's consistent enough at plus 9. So I mean, Hendrick and SVG, who we all were talking about might miss the next round. Those are the only two guys that I see. Any of these four down here, Logano, Dillon, Bowman, Barry, I only see two spots available.
Yeah. I only see one really, but
really,
yeah, I don't see them making up on the other unless someone has.
Hendrick could have a rough day. He shows up sometimes in a run 12th. He'll show up some other times and run 28th.
Those Penske cars were real strong last year.
I hear you,
and it's just
look. I want to believe you.
I just
haven't seen enough over the course of the last several years to really know Hendrick's going to be a lock.
I don't think he's a lock. I think he's got a good enough buffer here to me.
Yeah.
I mean, 21 or 12 points.
Yeah. What if Logano outpointed Hendrick, and then someone else outpointed SVG?
I mean, that could happen too. But with from the same stable though. I don't see the gaps in points being that big.
Okay, it's only 15.
I mean,
can Logano outpoint Hendrick 15 points in the next 2 weeks?
Forget outpointing. Logano could go out there and win.
Okay, but Hendrick outpointed Logano all night at Darlington.
Yeah.
Just saying, like it's with Logano in the playoffs, you can never.
That's what I'm saying. This system, Joey is a thriver in this system.
Well, we'll see. Oh man. Well, what else?
I mean, I look at SVG give up too many points right there. Do you agree?
Yes.
I mean, we said he needed to come out of there with what, like 15 or something?
Yeah.
That was a pretty
Not
rough.
good.
No, that was a rough.
Yep. You got any? Did we do a Final Four?
No, we're doing round by round.
Yeah, I know. You feeling like you want to name a few? You want
we could go for it.
Right,
What's worst that happens? We miss.
Yeah. Who's your four? You been thinking about it?
No.
Oh, he only thinks about one. Denny.
I think Denny makes it.
I do too. He's just consistent enough.
Yep. Does Briscoe upset? I think Briscoe might.
No.
What's the round? Martinsville. What is it? Talladega?
Yeah. No.
What is it?
Next round?
Yeah.
No.
What is the final? What is the
round
third
of 8?
round?
Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville.
Yep. Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville.
Yep.
I feel like.
I mean, Vegas is one of Joey's best tracks, but last year he had to get pushed.
Joey ain't gonna make it.
That.
I'm not saying
No,
Joey could.
Way to go.
Any one of these mugs could make it, but
you just ruined it.
No, I'm gonna go Briscoe. I think Briscoe could do it. Briscoe.
I've got 3. I just need a 4th.
Byron, Denny, Briscoe, Byron, Blaney.
I like those picks.
And I feel like, as much as I want to think that Blaney wins the championship between those 4 at Phoenix, I just feel like Byron does. I don't know why. I don't have any reason to think that. Honestly, feel like Blaney wins it, but I keep picking Blaney every year. All right. Before we move on, the Earnhardt family has relied on Bass Pro for our outdoor adventures, and that tradition continues with me today. I grew up shopping there, and now it's a place I love sharing with my own family, gearing up together for everything from weekend getaways to fishing out in the pond. I'm also incredibly grateful for the support that Johnny Morris and the entire Bass Pro team have shown across our business ventures. From the race team here, Dirty Mo Media, they believe in what we're building, and they've stood behind us every step of the way. They aren't just great partners, they're also great people. Be sure to check out all that they have to offer. No matter if you're going fishing, camping, or hunting, you'll find everything you need at your nearest Bass Pro Shop store. You can also shop online. Check them out at BassPro.com. Hey everybody, you want the latest Dale Jr. download apparel? Visit shop.dirtymomedia.com. We're always adding new stuff all the time, especially like when we say something silly on this show. We'll put it on a t-shirt. Again, check it out at shop.dirtymomedia.com. This segment is brought to you by the booming speeds that you'll experience with Xfinity Wi-Fi. It's like the roar of a NASCAR engine on race day. Xfinity Wi-Fi gives you the power and the speed of NASCAR in your home. Choose the right plan for you, and you're off to the races with the best streaming experience for NASCAR or any of your favorite sports. We got the NFL coming up this weekend. College football is underway. I'm about to place a bet right here. 9-leg parlay. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting after it. Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. And they don't just raise the bar, they stream in overdrive. Xfinity, proud premier partner of NASCAR. Let's get to it.
Yeah. This first question is actually from a lot of people. They want to know, how did the Cars Tour race go in Florence on Friday?
It went pretty rough for me. The series had a great night. We had a great car count. We had a pretty exciting race, I think, for the most part. In the Keelan Harvick won the pro race, which was cool. And they had bandos and legends there. Kyle Busch was there with Brexton racing those. So, I mean, for a fan, it was probably a cool night to be able to see some of the things that were going on. at Florence. And I qualified 13th, which I was pretty happy with.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's a step up.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's right. My car was really, really good in practice. We bolted on multiple sets of tires that felt great. When the race started, I didn't have any rear drive, and I knew I was going to be in trouble. But I thought maybe I could manage it, and hopefully everybody else was experiencing the same thing. But I ended up burning the rear tires off of it, and think we finished 18th. But we were lost about 5 or 6 spots there in the last 20 laps. It was brutal. And I got the left rear quarter panel knocked off of it because I was trying to keep all them young lions behind me. But my radio quit working.
Oh.
Yeah. So, not an excuse, but when I race, I'm the second car, right? So we're using like the B team on the radios. The radios themselves aren't all that great. And so this one radio that I was using for the race, the connection and where the plug plugged into the radio itself was a bit faulty. And it quit working in practice, but I thought I'd fixed it. I'm out there running in the race, and this is a multi-crew track. And I've got guys on both sides trying to get, trying to run the top and trying to run low. And like lap 30, the radio just stopped. Like I couldn't hear my spotter or nobody. And I didn't have a radio for about 50 laps. And so I ran one guy right off the racetrack. His name's Galinsky. I know he was pretty upset, but I really had no idea where he was at.
Yeah.
But I knew he was somewhere trying to get to the outside, but I didn't know if he was there, and I didn't want to give up the spot if I didn't have to, but I wasn't really sure. And I ran over the right front of a couple guys getting down into turn 3. I knew they were trying to get underneath me, and I was just trying my hardest to keep them back here. But I didn't really have a spotter to tell me how inside were they.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
But it was fun. Had a good time. Race again in October, and probably run a couple more next year. We're just gonna see how it goes.
So are the mirrors not super reliable?
Yeah.
Need that camera.
No, the mirrors are reliable. They are. But I mean, it's a really short track. You're not really ever straight on the straightaway. It's small. You got a guy trying to get to your outside, a guy trying to look underneath you, and like which mirror do you look at? You got 2 mirrors. You're driving the shit out of this thing.
Right.
So I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna run my line and try my best not to make too big of a mistake. But it was fun. Had a good time. Tour has 3 races left before the end of the year. Closing in on we got South Boston coming up in a couple weeks, and then there's Tri-County, and then Wilkesboro is the final race of the year. And so
Crowd will look good.
Crowd was decent. I would say it was decent.
It was really. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was about half of what we had there for the South Carolina 400, but still pretty decent.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I went to the Wilkesboro Championship race last year, and it was a good time.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go watch that one. I won't be able to get to South Boston, I don't believe. But, yeah, looking forward to Tri-County. I'm going to slip over there on a Wednesday or something and go test my car a little bit and see if I can't get something comfortable and try to have some fun on this last race of the year for me.
Awesome. Well, go support our friend Brandon Brown, too, at South Boston.
Yes.
He's a good dude.
He's a general manager over there.
He is.
Good
This
dude.
next question is from Kyle. They saw you retweeted Ryan McGee. He had a poll out on Twitter, which was basically asking, like, what's the most appropriate way to play music at the beach?
Yes.
And they wanted to know what was your vote on his poll. Like, what do you think is the most appropriate?
What were the options?
Here, I'm pulling it up. The options were, where are y'all with people's Bluetooth speakers on the beach? Doesn't bother me. Reasonable volume is okay.
Reasonable volume is okay. Reasonable volume is okay. It's ridiculous. I looked in the comments, and there were people saying, hell no, keep it turned off. It's like, who the hell are you to tell anybody that wants to go out on the beach, you're going to tote all that out there, all the stuff for the kids, the balloon, the umbrella and the chairs and everything else, and you can't turn on a Bluetooth speaker? Come on. Everybody can turn on their speaker. I can get, do you know I think the people that are saying turn it off, don't play your Bluetooth speaker on the beach, don't even go to the beach. You can go to the beach, right? Turn on your speaker, walk 10 feet away, and not hear it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because
You're
waves,
totally right.
waves, wind, kids, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it don't even. I mean, and you're, I don't know.
I'm sure there's
The
some
people
bad
that are saying
experiences, though.
turn it off are just a bunch of grouches. I don't know about that. I'm playing my music, and I will be respectful. I'll keep it turned down.
Yeah.
You don't need to be blaring music on the beach.
Right.
You just need a little song here playing. Keep you in the mood.
I think, like you said, it'd be hard to be disrespectful.
How
You'd
could
have
you
to
go
be
to
like,
the beach and not hear music?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You'd have to really turn it way up or have one of them huge speakers that really annoy people.
Well, I mean, some people do. I've been to the beach, and my preference is to have my preference is to be like 20 feet from people or more, right? So like
Yeah,
having
more.
a little bit of
That's
room.
right.
Yeah, and if I can hear your speaker from that distance, it's
It's a little
getting there.
loud.
Reasonable volume, reasonable distance.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I might hear your speaker. As soon as I turn mine on, I can't hear yours anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
Once you
Now,
get
what's the deal? It's just let people play their music.
2-3 seats away, it's hard to hear anyway with your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most time, right?
Live and let live.
Yeah.
Someone, Eric in the YouTube chat in all caps said, "Get off my lawn."
Yeah. Yeah.
Get off my beach.
the McGee is the one always talking about the guy with the leaf blower in his neighborhood. So he's very sensitive.
Wait, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
He has a hatred
He
for
has
people
a-
with leaf blowers.
Every other day, especially this time of year,
Yeah,
right?
this
We're
is
coming
the
into
time of
that
year.
time of year. All leaves are going to be going down, and get ready because you're going to see McGee every other day posting a video of just staring out his window into the neighborhood, and this, this leaf blower, and he's going to start cussing leaf blowers.
So I have a question though. So it's a little different for you because where you live, you don't deal with it. But
No.
what time is too early to be like mowing your lawn or leaf blowing?
Well, where I was last night, somebody was having a little target practice.
Oh.
Yeah. And, you're out in the country. You're like, people doing a little target practice. Amy will come in. Golly, man, who's shooting? I'm like, well, we're in the country. So, they're shooting sometimes.
Maybe they saw a coyote.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're getting that coyote I'm
But
after.
like I've seen
Yeah.
people mow at 7 a.m. Like that's in like a residential area. Like that's a tad early.
I think close to 8
I don't
is
think
probably
you should be
acceptable.
doing anything that's going to wake people up before 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. So, if you're outside moving before 8 o'clock, you shouldn't be making enough noise that will get the attention of the neighbor.
I'm with you.
Lance in the YouTube chat said never before 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's probably the rule.
Yeah.
And probably watch your music at the beach before that time too.
Do you want to drive over to McGee's and with leaf blowers and just stand outside his
Yeah,
house?
I want to know where he lives now, just so we can go.
I'm gonna just
What does he expect?
Let's
people
just
to
go
do?
over there, start blowing leaves.
Is he like? he
that's
wants
my
people to
ring.
rake?
That's my ringtone for when he calls.
Yeah.
Is a leaf blower.
Leaf blower. But like, what's the alternative? Sometimes you just need to get a leaf blower out. Unless you get
I
a
guess that I probably, if I was him and I lived in town, because he lives in like dense neighborhood,
rake. Yeah.
every other day some neighbor is like, go out and blow my leaves this morning, and they can't all just have like a unified day. Like Thursday's the day.
Yeah.
Nope. Every other day, like this guy over here, this guy over here, this guy over here. So that probably is annoying, but
Is there that many
I would-
trees in a dense neighborhood?
I'll be honest. Like I would probably not even notice it.
Yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
live in
either.
a dense neighborhood, and
Right.
it's never crossed my mind.
Somebody might go, man, the leaf blower, and I'd go, oh, I didn't even notice. I've gotten so
Right.
used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God bless McGee. Okay, this next question is from James on Twitter. What did you think of Lee Diffie calling Carson Hocevar the Hurricane as his nickname, and what's the best nickname out there right now for the active drivers?
We're former drivers.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I like that because nicknames should come from someone else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You're not
Yeah.
allowed to give yourself a nickname.
No.
You're not allowed. You can't self-appoint a nickname. And so that's the perfect way to get one for Carson, right? Is by getting it from the play-by-play guy. Mm-hmm. Perfect, right? So I'm all in on that. Some of the best nicknames, I like the nicknames that have a little bit of a humor to them, and they may be a little deprecating to the driver. So when Kerry, he's my brother, love him to death, when he started racing at Hickory, he bounced off of a lot of shit, so his nickname for a short period of time was Ricochet. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Right? People, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., awesome guy, love him to death. I'd say we're great friends. People call him Recky.
Yeah.
Recky Stenhouse, right? I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite type of nicknames, honestly. But what are some other ones in the similar?
Like Bowman the Showman, Sliced Bread for Logano.
Yeah. Bowman the Showman is
That
okay.
Jones boy.
That Jones boy, yeah.
I think, silly, if I'm Eric Jones, I think that's badass because Ken Squire gave it to me.
I agree. 100. Yep. You got me there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I think Hurricane Hocevar, the Hurricane, and especially how he just barrels through everything.
It's fine.
Pretty darn
yeah,
good.
It's
nickname.
good.
Rowdy. We like that.
Oh, Rowdy's good.
Yeah.
Rowdy's classic.
Was that self-appointed?
I feel like it was because I feel like he put it on a scheme that he had.
Yours was just like Junebug. Yeah.
I don't know. Darryl Waltrip used to call me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know that I had a nickname.
I couldn't really think of anything that came to
Junior.
mind outside of that. Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also kind of
My name.
your name.
Yeah.
So-
But not really my name.
Swerving for
Sure,
Ernie Irvan.
Swervin' Irvin. Perfect.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect.
Iceman, Terry Labonte.
That was good.
Rusty was Rubberhead or Rubberneck or something like that. Rubberhead.
Yeah.
It was
What about-
Rubberhead or something.
What about Smoke?
TJ, do you have a nickname?
I didn't have a nickname.
Should we give you one? Let's ask
I
the
mean-
YouTube chat.
No, I actually, Willie used to call me the General. But
Yeah.
The General.
We call him the General because he thinks he knows everything. Is that it, TJ?
I don't.
No,
I mean,
that's
kinda-
not it.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
So he doesn't know.
Somebody needed to
never
tell somebody
wrong.
what to do.
He's
That is accurate.
TJ's the General because he's never wrong.
That's
No,
accurate. Very
TJ
accurate.
That and two, I'll say this: like TJ is a commissioner for TJ as a commissioner for fantasy football or EA Sports College Football League or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's he's good at those type of things, kind of corralling, running, managing.
Thankless job.
I'm the
It
General.
is a and that's a bit of where he gets the nickname from. Yeah, we call him the General.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to make a decision and stick with it.
Wait,
So,
have we advanced?
what are you talking about?
We're gonna-
Oh yeah, we're in.
Oh yeah,
We're rolling.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're rolling. Supposed to advance tonight.
Yeah, we are. No matter what.
Dale, did you pick UNC?
I am the Tar Heels. Yep. What was your? You're the General on all your tags for gamer tags, right?
No,
No. What are you?
just random,
Oh, okay. Random, weird.
random. Yeah, Xbox gamer tag thing. Some
Oh, yeah, like the pre-assigned ones.
Some of them are kinda funny.
My tags on all my stuff is Unical.
Yeah.
I love I'm apologetically nostalgic as hell and love the orange and blue Unical 76 colors and all that represents to historic NASCAR. And when we used to race online before, my earliest custom schemes were all number 76 Unical, blue and orange. I just thought those were cool colors. And so when I would play any kind of shoot 'em ups, Battlefield, whatever, my gamer tag's Unical.
Oh no, mine. I used to go by that. We watched that Western one time a long time ago. The Stranger.
Oh yeah, the Stranger.
Remember from Eastwood?
Yep,
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
Yep.
So I would just be the Stranger in a lot of things.
That's not really a nickname, but that Unical.
Well, that was my-
Unical's kind of like how people in the gaming world.
Yeah, they know you by.
Well, yeah, I don't see anybody walk into the store and be like, "Hey, what's up, Unical?"
Some people call me that.
That'd be cool
I'm
though.
gonna start calling you the Stranger.
There's Unical.
Well, I thought that
The stranger's here again.
I thought that movie.
Yeah, stranger kept showing up. Yeah,
I started using it in like Call of Duty and all that Battlefield and stuff. I started using that because I liked that movie. Was really I'd never seen that movie until that day, and I thought it was badass. So I started using it.
I'm seeing a lot of good nicknames in the YouTube chat as well.
If you want to share them.
Yeah.
Skull Bandits, Clyde.
Oh yeah, the Bandit.
Fireball.
Clyde's a good one.
Yeah, it's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
And we have some more good questions.
What do you think Chase's nickname is?
Chase Briscoe.
What do you think his nickname is?
Oh, I don't know.
Turn Chase on.
Yeah.
Okay, his volume is up.
Chase, what was your
Hey,
nickname?
what's your nickname, Chase? Right off the bat.
My dad always was Risky Brisky, so sometimes people call me that.
Risky. Risky. That's funny.
Yeah, then I remember I won a race when I was younger, and the newspaper called me Frisky Brisky.
Risky Briscoe. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
That's good. Well, why don't we wrap up Ash
All right.
Jr. The fans got to hear Chase Briscoe, and this is a good, segue to
Fans love Frisky Brisky.
tune into the full show to hear this. But thanks to Xfinity for this.
That's right. Thanks, Xfinity, for bringing us today's Ask Junior segment. In racing and in life, speed isn't optional. It's expected. As a driver and Xfinity Series owner, I rely on things that perform under pressure. That's why I go to Xfinity Wi-Fi, fast, reliable internet with one price, locked in for 5 years, no contracts, no slowdowns, no nonsense. Xfinity, proud premier partner of NASCAR. Thank you all for your questions today. And, tune in later to hear the full interview with Chase and everything else we had to say today about the show. All right, so Chase, thanks for tuning in, man. Coming off of, do you think that it was a good luck charm that you did the guest segment of the Dale Jr. Download last week?
Yeah, I was going to ask if you wanted me to come in the next 9 weeks
Right.
and we just knock it out. Yeah.
Well, hopefully this conversation alone will carry on some good luck. But you're locked in to the next round, so. Tell me, I mean, you've probably been in this situation before. What is this feeling going into the next couple of races, being able to kind of leap ahead in preparation and put your focus into the next round?
Yeah, I mean, the only real experience I guess I have is in the Xfinity Series. I think I was able to win the first race of 2 rounds. And it definitely, changes your outlook, I guess, or your preparation just for the knowing kind of what the first race is in the next round. Like for me, Loudon is something that I'd already told James I wanted to work on kind of in advance just because it's a track I feel like I really struggle at. So we'll probably just put a little more emphasis on Loudon than what we typically would as far as how early we start doing that. But, I mean, for us, it's still super important these next 2 weeks to go and try to win stages and win the race. I mean, even at Darlington, we went from 10 playoff points to 17. We basically doubled our playoff points, which is going to be huge for the rounds going forward. So, I mean, that's a huge point of emphasis for us these next 2 weeks is, let's try to get as many playoff points as we can. That'll help us in these later rounds. And now having the win in the bank, we can definitely, be a little more aggressive on strategy. And, we're not point racing like everybody else is. So we can, maybe make a little more, off-the-wall call.
This past weekend, watching the the final few laps of that race was really fascinating to me. Reddick's car was pretty incredible. He had a little more pace than you. What are you thinking in those final few laps? What are you needing to do to make sure to, make things as difficult as you can on him? What are you concentrating on making sure you do correctly?
It was definitely tough. When that final caution came out, I think it was going to be a 48-lap green flag run, and I knew I was going to be in trouble, truthfully, just because my car, was phenomenal for 25 laps. Like, I felt like I had 3 to 4 tenths on the field a lap, but on the back end of those runs, I was 4 to 5 tenths worse than, Reddick especially. So I knew when that final run came, if it went green to the end, I was going to be in a world of hurt. And, yeah, he caught me with like 20 to go, and I just had to start changing what I was doing. All night long, we saw him kind of do that, high entry into turn 1, and that was something that I just have never really done there. I've always ran,
That's
honestly.
the Denny Hamlin line.
Yeah, I've always been the opposite. I run almost way lower than everybody into 1. That's just how I've always ran that place. And as he got to me, I just had to kind of learn on the fly, what I needed to do to run that upper lane. And, my car was so loose. It just was honestly putting me in, I felt like, really vulnerable spots. But the big key for me was just making sure that I just nailed 3 and 4. I felt like if I would nail 3 and 4, I would typically at least have 5 to say maybe 8 car lengths through turns 1 and 2, and I felt like I would lose 4 car lengths almost every single time through turns 1 and 2. So I just had to get through 3 and 4 good, and that was my main focus. And I think a lot of it helped me, truthfully, just having all the experience I've had at Darlington and late race situations, battling for the win there. If there's going to be any place I'm in that situation, Darlington is the best place for me to do that, just because I've felt like with all the experience I've had in different races there, I've kind of learned what to do and what not to do. And, I felt like I definitely used that those last, 10, 15 laps, this past weekend.
Well, in the next round, you have New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Do you guys go to St. Louis this weekend trying to kind of learn or compare because of the similarities between the two tracks?
I do think that you can maybe learn a little bit. I mean, it's tough because Loudon is so much rougher than what St. Louis is, but if your car turns good at Loudon or turns good at St. Louis, it should turn, you would think, decent at the other ones. So, yeah, I'm sure that there's something, you can learn this weekend. Obviously, I'm not the setup guy, right? But I do think that as a team, there's got to be something they can learn this week to apply for, 2 weeks down the road.
Yeah, is there a track in that round with New Hampshire, Kansas, and Charlotte, the Roval that concerns you?
I mean, Loudon would be the only one that really, it doesn't concern me because I know that we're going to be fast still. It's just as a driver, I feel like Loudon is, one of those tracks I've always felt just truthfully extremely lost. It's always been Sonoma, Richmond, and Loudon for me that are just 3 tracks that I don't know, I can't quite figure them out. But this year, just with the prep work of how, JGR kind of prepares me for the week, honestly, Sonoma, we ran second all day long. It went from being my worst road course to arguably our best this year. And then even Richmond, I was probably a top 5 car all night. So I know that going to Loudon will be good again. But definitely I'll just have to put a little more emphasis on, driving technique and try to, learn some stuff there. But fortunately for me, my teammates are really, really good there. I mean, Christopher's probably the best guy there is around that place. So I'll have all of his stuff to look at and just try to, copy it as best I can.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate your time today. Congratulations on a win at one of the toughest racetracks to drive in the series. It's got to be a proud thing for you just personally as a driver to have 2 wins back-to-back at Darlington, because everybody knows and respects the guys that can go there and win races in this deal. So congratulations. Appreciate you coming on the show, and have fun this weekend.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having me.
Yep, man. See you, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, see you guys. Thanks.
All right, it's time for the Dirty Modo here with Tampa Timms. Joining us also is Russell, the Professor, TJ, Travis, Timms. We're all here together. The Manufacturing Parlay. Let's take a look here. Did anybody get it right?
You went 2 for 3.
Oh, damn. Well, Allmendinger was the best Chevrolet. No one had that.
Crazy.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Predictor did not have AJ up there either.
Yeah, where
did he?
was he on the predictor?
He was higher up than he usually is, but he was not the best Chevrolet by far.
Maybe we shouldn't look at the predictor point blank.
You didn't go with the predictor last week. So
Well, what I'm thinking is maybe
too.
we should know. Maybe we should identify when the predictor says this guy's a little higher than usual. Maybe we should take a little note.
Yeah. But he wasn't like.
I get it.
I don't know.
No, he shouldn't be. He's never going to be way up there. No predictor's going to put him in the top 3. But if the predictor said, you know what, AJ's about 5 spots better this week than normal.
He should have been the
You're
long
right,
shot.
Dale. You're right, Dale.
We should have all, if I had the predictor in front of me, or if one of us, maybe we would have noticed. But we only got one guy looking at it.
Can you not
You're
share,
one set
share
of
your
eyes,
screen?
Russell.
Yeah, share your screen, Russell. We got to have some stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't really have to share your screen.
Well, send us some info,
I don't think
man.
I want to know what's on that screen.
It's just a picture of his Emmy.
Probably a Bowman
It's
back.
just a picture of the screen, his backdrop.
Is Bowman.
Oh, can we see his Emmy?
He's got his Emmy tiled across the screen.
Actually, he's got Alex Bowman holding the Emmy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the betting favorites for this week at St. Louis, Blaney?
Do we want to do our manufacturer first?
Nah, I'll get there.
Okay.
Blaine.
Let's talk about the favorites, and then we'll decide. Blaney at plus 400.
Yeah.
Wow. Bell at plus 500. Hamlin, Larson, and Logano at 950. Man, I don't know.
For the record, Hamlin is 650, Larson's 850.
Glad you got that in.
Well, the way you said it, you
Oh,
grouped them
my
together.
gosh.
Steady Bros.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Hall of Famer.
Let's see what Russell thinks about the favorites for this particular weekend.
I don't disagree. I like Bell as well.
That rhymed.
But Logano is got to be the overall favorite. He's been top 5 in all of these. He's won here. He's been good in Xfinity here. So I think the Logano one is the overall favorite, and it's a Penske track. They won 2 of the 3 here.
Okay.
I like Hendrick as well. Hendrick's way higher on the predictor than he usually is.
There it
So,
is.
wanna
Thank
look at
you.
that?
There we go.
Finally.
He's
So
gonna.
he's been first, 13th, and 11th here. So like this is a great track for him.
According to him, he's going to lose some points this weekend. So
We'll see.
And then I also like Hocevar as a sleeper.
Yeah.
Tim's Cindric is 1600. Is that a
I don't
number?
love that, but I mean, this is a Penske track. They're so good at these types of tracks. Of this group, I actually like Logano, even though he's plus 950, which isn't great. I think he's
so he
lights out.
won the first year, right?
Yeah,
And then where did he finish the next 2?
He was like 3rd and 5th.
yeah.
Okay.
All
so
right.
So he's fallen off.
Yeah, really falling off.
Russ, what about Tyler Reddick?
He was 4th last year and then struggled the 2 before that. But I would say he's mid-pack. Like on these types of tracks, I have a mid-pack as well.
I like Larson here, just so you know. Larson tested here, so I feel like he's going to come with some heat here.
How important is that to test there?
I just think anytime you get a test, he's going to go back, and his first laps on the track are probably going to be a little crisper and a little, cleaner than the other guys that haven't been there in a year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel like he's due for a rebound, and I just think he's going to be strong.
Yeah, overall, this is not a good track for Hendrick, though.
Yeah, I do agree the Penske cars are probably the strongest cars here. They've been noticeably very strong.
What do you think, Dale?
I'll be surprised, I guess, if he backs up his most recent success there and runs in the top 10. But
I'm surprised Travis didn't tell us about Denny.
Denny's good.
I mean, he does have 2 top 5s.
yeah, Denny's good.
What? Not 2 top 5s. He was runner-up the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And then the other one was his fiasco with Chastain.
With Ross, yeah.
Yeah. What makes you think Bell's going to be so good?
Just these kind of tracks he runs well at.
He's kind of been quiet.
I think you're forgetting Briscoe again.
Yeah.
Briscoe did sit on the pole here and lead a bunch to his left rear blue. So I think Briscoe goes back with I just think they're hitting their stride too. They got a lot of confidence in each other. Briscoe's got a lot of confidence in qualifying. Just won a race. I think, if I had to pick 3, it'd be Blaney, or Briscoe, and Larson would be my 3.
Who's the best Chevrolet?
I would go with Larson.
It's Larson or Byron for me.
Byron was a little bit off at Darlington, though. It kind of concerned me a little bit because he's been strong there.
I think Rudy was like, they just missed it.
Yeah. Yeah. This race will tell a lot of stories when it's over.
The Chevrolet thing just seems a little murkier. It's kind of like become what the Ford usually is. You know how hard it is to figure
pick,
out
yeah.
the best Ford.
Yeah.
But it's a Chevrolet, just like, God, that's crazy about NASCAR is like every single week the storylines turn upside down.
The problem is if Hendrick lays an egg like they did at Darlington, it could be anybody.
I know it could be Austin Dillon.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Which is crazy.
Hocevar. I mean, I honestly
Hocevar.
think Hocevar could be have a shot at being the top Chevy this week. He adapts to that track really well. When he ran that, which car did he run there a few years ago?
I think LaJoy's.
He ran the Spire car when
Yes.
Corey LaJoy got the chance in the 9.
And he ran like top 15, 16 like all day in it,
Yeah.
which I thought was very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Then he had brake problems, and then he finished top 10 last year.
yep. I think he'll qualify well, and that'll give him good pit stall pick. He'll have some confidence, and I think he could race as well. Very good as well. But I got Blaney, Briscoe, and Larson as my 3.
Dale?
What do you have?
Blaney is the Ford, Briscoe is the Toyota, and Larson is the Chevy.
All right.
Larson tested there, Blaney's won there, and Briscoe is riding
He's
the
riding.
wave.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Bell, Logano, Larson. Bell, Logano, Larson.
I'm going Blaney, Larson, Hamlin.
Oh, that's cute.
All right.
You Denny bro.
Who's documenting this?
Are you a Denny bro?
Rode it this week. Yeah, he's been runner up the last 2 years, and remember Blaney would have won last year, but he ran out of gas.
Self-inflicted.
Well,
I'm with you, Russ. I'm going Denny Bro this week. Denny, Logano, Larson.
That's what I'm with Tim's on this one.
The booth's in the same page.
All right.
Also, before we end this segment,
I wasn't going to end it.
okay.
Go ahead.
Jeez.
TJ, Tim's, you had your moment last week. What Texas do? Seemed pretty quiet.
Yeah. They bad game. Bad game to watch.
Yeah, are you really? I mean, you should have won by way more, just so you know.
If you win by an inch or a mile, it still counts as the same win.
Not in college football.
It doesn't.
If you win by a mile, you get definitely a lot more votes, and you look better in the rankings, and it matters.
Look better in the rankings. Ohio State, if they're undefeated, it's going to be number 1. Doesn't matter.
But if they lose, doesn't college football
If
take
we
account?
lose, we won.
Don't they take into account how big of victories are and stuff, like the point spreads and stuff?
If Ohio State goes undefeated, they're going to be just fine with the rankings.
I'm worried about them going undefeated with barely winning over that sidearm Uncle Rico.
Over Texas? Get out of here.
you got to play Penn State too, bud.
No, yeah, I'm really worried about James Franklin.
Listen to him. I mean, he is like, this is
He'll be worried about James.
Yeah, annoying Travis. Ohio State Travis is back.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we just put the screenshot of his face in that game up on TV?
Which one? There's multiple.
Yeah. What do we got this week? Who do they got this weekend?
Grambling.
Oh, whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Like the high school?
Play a big game, you play a cupcake.
Okay. Are we doing any college this week? Is there any really big games?
The team up north plays Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of parlays put up, and Boise State and Alabama ruined them.
Oh, Alabama probably ruined a lot of them.
Yeah. This week on FanDuel, there's a no-sweat bet on the Cowboys-Eagles game. Also a 50% profit boost on the same game. Might have to get into that.
I'll do that. 50% profit boost?
8.5 point spread, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Well, I would probably take the money line on the Eagles and then just put a couple of player prop in there, some yardage.
What about your Commanders versus the Giants?
Yeah.
I mean,
They're a big favorite.
Man, the Giants
Yeah.
look pretty decent preseason.
Yeah.
Not that sells anything, but
they will have, I think they got Neighbors at wide receiver. He's freaking cheat code.
yeah.
But and they got a new quarterback room this year. So
They just
we really
look different.
Don't know what to expect.
They look different right now.
They'll be tough.
I enjoy because I don't
We
think
played them so tough last year. Ended up winning the game on 7 or 9 field goals. That's
right.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was a record. We never scored any touchdowns, but we won on field goals. But I think we'll just have to see. I'm curious, I suppose, as to how, can our defense be bend, don't break? We were a little bend, a little break last year. So I think our offense is ready to go. But
I think the rivalry will come back a little bit because it really hasn't.
we got a draft tonight.
Yeah,
for the
at
basement
8
league.
o'clock, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
9.
No,
PM.
not yet. 8. Yeah,
It's
gotcha.
9.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Our basement league, what is it, 20 years this thing's been going?
It's been going a while. Yeah,
Long.
it's been going for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it's been pretty good.
It's 12 team fantasy football league. But yeah, I'll probably do some more college football this weekend. I might slow my roll just a little bit. Last week, man, I hadn't bet since the basketball tournament.
Yeah.
And so I had a couple of deposit matches and profit and just regular bonus bets. So I didn't bet my own money. It was nice.
Yeah.
I think I'm still going to look at some unders. I think a lot of teams or offenses are still not there yet. So bet some unders this week, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to build a parlay. You got time?
Give me SMU money line.
SMU.
for our
Against
parlay.
Baylor?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Dude, they were good last year.
They were. They still should be good. The quarterback's still there.
Yeah. Why is that not? Is Baylor that good?
They lost.
They lost to Auburn.
Yeah.
I think they're right. I think they're perceived as good.
Baylor?
Yeah. I don't think they're that good.
Who
They
did
should be.
SMU play this past weekend?
I'm not sure.
I think they had a tune-up game.
A tune-up.
All right, what do you got, Tim's?
Uh,
NFL or college, doesn't it?
yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Florida over South Florida. It's a little juicy. I say 50.
You got any good NFL picks, Russ?
I'm gonna go college. Virginia Tech -1.5 over Vandy.
Well, Tart's not going to be happy with you.
No.
That was why I did it.
TJ, Dale?
I'll take Oregon State over Fresno.
Yeah.
All right. That's the Dirty Mo Dose segment. Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Timms. That's brought to you by FanDuel, the premier gaming destination of the United States. Make sure you're out there following us and tailing our manufacturer parlay. Let us know if you got a parlay of your own that you got tuned up for this weekend. All right, it's time for the white flag. We have a busy week.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Started off with the teardown. It was live on YouTube, Twitter, following the race. And for part of the show, Chase Briscoe, the winner at Darlington, had joined Jeff Gluck and Jordan. Appreciate him taking time out of his busy evening for that. Door Bumper Clear dropped on Monday. You were part of that, TJ.
Yeah. Filled in there for a little bit.
You
It was
have a
good
little
time.
flashback.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Are you missing it? Is that why you went and did that?
I don't know. I think Freddie missed me.
Okay.
You're not leaving us, TJ, for you gonna stick with us, or
Man,
you don't
what's
get
it?
it? It's Dale.
Weird. It's pretty weird.
It is. It
You
was
mad
a
at
little
Dale?
weird.
Is that what this is? This like a little like
Up and down
shot?
Up and down race for Denny and the number 11 team, but a
Jesus
top 10
Christ.
finish. And he talked about all of that on Actions Detrimental. And Wednesday, my guest interview with Deb Williams. She's been in this business for a long time, covering the sport. She's going to have a lot of great stories about a lot of things that she experienced. And Herman Schrader and Speed Street also coming out on Wednesday. Thursday, another episode of Bless Your Heart. I'll be back in the studio with Amy this week. Thank you to Laura Boyer for filling in last week. I watched that show, and it was a lot of fun.
Were you worried about maybe some stories they might tell?
Not
or
at
anything?
all. I think that's what the show's great about, is hearing about, little bit of the family side or the personal side of some of the not only the drivers but the wives as well.
Yeah.
On Friday, the Dirty 30 comes out, another episode. It's a recap show, 30 minutes long. Not everybody has time to listen to every show, so this is sort of the highlights of everything that we do here at Dirty Mo Media. Every Friday, the Dirty 30. Check it out. We'll see you. Have a great time, and tomorrow, Deb Williams.